Hi Loz, can I ask you about third party and how can I get rid of it? So a third party, guys, is a person who's coming between you and your specific person. It could be a baby mama, it could be an ex that has come back and they're now with them. You could have split up or be in no contact with your person. They're dating a whole lot of people. It could be third parties or a third party. And in this lesson, I will teach you what to do to deal with it when you're trying to manifest your specific person back, what to think and what not to think. So guys, before we do that, we're going to have a little countdown to a brand new surprise I've got for you guys. Now, I know so many of you missed out on the $35 membership to the Subconscious Loz Squad. It's always been $35, but the squad's been there for over a year now, and now there's over a year's worth of content for you to watch inside there, which is my advanced coaching sessions, all of them there to watch, which are deep dives into people's self-concepts, one-on-one, live coaching with people, and you can actually watch that and really assess what your self-concept issues are and fix them yourself. You can self-diagnose yourself. There's hundreds of those there to watch. Then there's my lives that I go live every Friday. So there's heaps of those to watch. And now there's Mentor Mondays. Our mentors in the group who help you are there every Monday answering your questions and talking on the themes that come up in the Q&A forum every week. And we have this Q&A forum weekly where you can ask your questions, and the mentors are in there as well as the other members of the group who are really knowledgeable answering your manifestation questions. So Mentor Monday is going to be on in a minute in our squad in about an hour's time, 9:30 EST. And if you want to come and join the squad now, I know that it's normally $50. It's gone up to $50 because of the amount of content that's in there now, including the Love Challenge, which is on for Valentine's Day and the rest of the month. But we've decided, for those of you who missed out, you can actually still get $35 a month if you join up as a prepaid member. So that will actually stop you from getting your membership accidentally cancelled or your payment failing or whatever, because you're literally going to pay up front for the whole year. And if you pay up front for the whole year, it works out as $35 a month rather than $50. So if you guys would like to sign up at $35 and lock it in for the whole year, and then as soon as that year ends, you can lock it in again at $35. It's a permanent $35. You can do that. Plus, when you do that, for the next however many days till the 5th of March, you're going to get Manifest Your Dream Year for free, my latest course, which is just launching on my website today. So guys, you'll get Manifest Your Dream Year to manifest what you want this year, the steps of how to do it, how to lay it out, and what actions to take or not take, what goals to set or not set. And you get the prepaid membership to the squad, where at the moment we have the Love Challenge for February, for the month of February. We have Mentor Monday today. You can watch all the lives back that I was talking about, plus the help and support of the squad. So guys, come and join the squad. The link's in my bio. It's $35 a month if you press the prepaid option. If you press the monthly option, it's $50. So guys, third parties is a really hot topic in the manifestation community because so many of you are bothered by third parties. And I know what that's like. And it can even be a case where it's not even that you split up with your person. You could be with someone and you feel like there's a third party. You could be with someone and you feel like they're cheating. You could be with someone and you feel like they're still on dating apps. Okay. Or you could be with someone and it's not quite a relationship yet, like it's friends with benefits, or you've been friend zoned and you feel like there's a third party around or people that they like other than you. It can be any one of those situations, guys. And those kind of situations really bother people because it makes you feel completely and utterly unchosen by your person. Either you're broken up and they're not choosing you, or they're with you and they're not choosing you. Either way, it feels really awful to feel like somebody else is being chosen over you. I know what that feels like because I have a deep core fear of feeling unchosen myself, right? So I will actually manifest into my reality people with either baby mamas, ex-wives. I used to have boyfriends who used to be in love with their exes and would go on about how great their ex was when I was with them. And I'd think, well, this is great. And that was all coming from my self-concept. And every single time I meet someone, there's always that. Now, someone could say to me, oh, it's your age because you're in your 40s. Of course, people have baby mamas. Of course, people have ex-wives and stuff. It's not. I know plenty of people who don't meet people with ex-wives. It's me. It's my self-concept that does that. Now, you've got to assess if there's a third party in your reality, what in your self-concept has manifested that reality of a third party in your reality, whether it's your specific person choosing someone over you and not choosing to be with you, or you're with them and you feel like they're talking to other people or flirting with other people or multiply dating other people on dating apps, or there's a baby mama who bothers you even if they're not together. or there's an ex they keep talking about, or it's only friends with benefits and you want more. If there's a third party outside of you, you've got to assess what inside of me is causing it. And I know that sounds really bad, especially if the person's cheating or they've got two of you on the go or something, but you've got to think, what story am I holding about me that's generated this reality, that's created it? What's the story that I hold that I won't be prioritized, or I won't be chosen, or other people are better than me, or because I am XYZ, someone else who's better than me, XYZ, will be chosen over me? Now, a lot of people don't like the word chosen. It feels like you're saying, please choose me. It's not that. It's the feeling of you not being chosen by them that I'm talking about. I'm not asking you to force them to choose you or to beg for them to choose you. The word chosen means that someone has made a choice between you and someone else, and they've chosen someone over you, and then you feel unchosen by them. Okay, but essentially for you to be unchosen by them, you must have a story that you will be unchosen, and you've got to work out what that story is inside of you. Whether it's, I don't feel good enough, there's something wrong with me, I'm defective, other girls are prettier than me, better than me, I won't be chosen because my dad didn't choose me. My mum and my dad spent too much time at work and they didn't choose me over their work. In some way, at some point in your life, you felt like you either wouldn't be chosen or you weren't actually chosen in a parental or life kind of way. Okay? You could have been compared a lot to your siblings or your sisters or your cousins and made to feel less than. You could have been made to feel like something was wrong with your ethnicity because when you went to school, you were the only black child in the white class. Something like that makes you feel like something's wrong with you, different about you, that you won't be chosen or you're not enough or that other people are better than you. Okay? And when you do that, that's when someone else always comes along. It doesn't matter if it's we're in no contact situation or you're actually dating them or your friends with benefits or whatever. You will literally manifest into your reality someone else, and you've got to own this, guys, and understand that it's your thoughts about yourself that are causing it. Now, once you've figured that out, then you've got to stop thinking that about yourself. You've got to think the opposite of those shitty thoughts. But then you've also probably formed a story about your person, and you probably manifested into your reality a person who either attracts third parties like they're a player, or they've already got a third party like a baby mama, or they're not choosing you like it's a friend zoning or friends with benefits situation, and you actually feel unchosen by them because you actually manifested into your reality a person who wasn't going to choose you in the first place. So then once you've done that, you've got to think, well, I've got to change the story of this person because when they came in, they weren't choosing me, or they came in choosing you and now they're not and they're choosing someone else. So somewhere the story switcherooed and changed, and you were the one who did that. It wasn't them. So somewhere you formed a story that they don't want you and they want others, and you've got to work out where that is, what the story is, and change it. Either they're a player, or I'm not good enough, or they don't want to settle down, or they're non-committal, or they just got divorced so they don't want a relationship at the moment, or I'm not pretty enough for them, they like this kind of girl, or they told me to fuck off and die when we broke up and I know they're going to be on dating apps dating other girls, or they really, really hate me because I really fucked this up, blah, blah, blah. Whatever story you're holding that's causing that third party to stay in place. So those two things you have to change. The story of you about why you won't be chosen, the story about them and why they'd choose others. And then if there's actually a third party in your reality, you've got to figure out how to deal with it. Now, someone said, my SP works with the third party, or I see them at work. Well, it's hard when you see them in front of you. I know when I was at drama school, I was with someone and then the next year he was with someone else in our year group. And I had to literally see them every fucking day in front of me. It was a fucking nightmare. And no one knew that we'd been together the whole year before that. So I had to really ignore the 3D or accept that they were together right in front of my eyeballs. It turned out when they were together right in front of my eyeballs, he actually was still wanting me. And I didn't know that until years later. But at the time, it was very, very hard to watch that. Now, I am very good at, and I was very good at back in the day, acting extremely cold and like I didn't care. So he thought I didn't fucking give a shit. I don't suggest that. What I suggest is dealing with it internally by changing the story that they do want you. I know it's very difficult if it's right in front of your face. If you see them on a dating app and you were dating them, it's very hard not to see that right in front of your face. But what I don't recommend is you go and stalk them or do anything to check if there's third parties, right? So there's a difference between it's already in your face and then checking if there's a third party, like going on their Instagram, checking who's that girl, or going on their Snapchat, to see if you're scores change and someone else's scores higher, or whatever you guys do on Snapchat, I don't know, right? Or you've heard about a third party and you go and investigate and you ask questions of people who know that person, or your friends heard stories and you want to hear the stories about third party. When it's in your face or you know about it, I don't suggest talking about it or investigating it. I want you to change the story within. It's very hard to ignore it, but I don't want you to pay a lot of attention to it. Because you've got to understand, guys, whatever your awareness is what will manifest. So if you're constantly aware of a third party or constantly aware that there might be a third party, you will literally manifest a third party. If you're constantly aware that they're in love with someone else, they'll be in love with someone else. Right, sorry, people are trying to go live with me. Right? So you need to do 3 things. Change the story of you to being chosen by them. Change the story of them to them choosing you. And change the story about whoever this entity is this third party, as not being a threat to you and not being a problem. Okay? And see you and your person together and banish this third party from your mind. Now, on my YouTube, I do have a Banish the Third Party sleep tape, which is my most popular video. Please go and listen to that and use the affirmations in that. And you'll notice the affirmations in that have nothing to do with your person. It's to do with you and your self-concept of feeling chosen. Okay? That's what you need to focus on the most. But whatever shitty story you're holding about the situation and them, you also have to get rid of. And that's what I suggest you do with third parties. All right, guys, I'm going to go down and answer your questions. Hang on. Oh, my cat's here wanting attention. You want attention. Can the people see you? Oh, not with this green screen. It's very difficult. Oh. It's hard to see on screen, guys, but she's really wanting to be on screen. You really want to be on screen? Hang on, guys. I love how real you are, Loz. Oh, thank you, darling. Hang on. Banish the third party, never again. Oh, good, darling. Loz, what does it mean self-concept-wise when your SP is constantly embarrassing you in front of others? Do you have a story that you get put down a lot, or that you're easily humiliated, or you're not enough? And so when you feel like you're not enough, a person will do that to you. My dad used to do that to my mum. She had a story she was less than because she was poor when she was growing up, and she always had a fear of people discovering who she really was, and so he would try and embarrass her because she was manifesting that. So what's your story about you? I feel an overwhelming sense of not giving an F about SP again after the love challenge. Lol. Do you? The love challenge in the squad? Really? Wow. Sometimes that might be the feeling you get, guys, that you've taken them so completely off the pedestal you don't give a shit about them anymore. So guys, come and join the Love Challenge in the squad. What it is daily tasks every single day. And Valentine's Day, I'm bringing out a video. There's also 2 other weeks of videos I've already brought out. And there's 2 daily tasks every single day to keep you on top of your thinking about love and about your specific person. It's the month of love right now in the squad, guys, and it's part of your membership. Loz, it's Mimi. I just came from date with SP. Oh, wonderful, Mimi. Did you? Gorgeous. If lost SP again because of triggers, do we do Worthy as Fuck for Love again, or what do you suggest? It's my chosen. Yeah, Worthy as Fuck for Love. I would do Worthy as Fuck for Love if it's your triggers that are triggering you, okay? What if we are the third party? Well, you've got to assess, learner, how you got yourself in that situation and why you're in a situation where you're the other person. Don't you feel good enough to have a full-blown relationship? Ask yourself why you've got that in that position and why you've stayed. That's the surprise. It's $35 a month now, guys, if you pay for the year. For the squad, okay, rather than 50. Hang on, guys. Opinion on blocking past third parties if seeing them on social media triggers you. Yes, you can, guys. Look, if you've got them on a dating app and you can see they're still there talking to girls, or you can see how far they are away from you, or unmatch them. If you can see them on your social media and that you can see the third party, block that third party. If you block your SP if you have to on social media, guys, so you can't see what they're doing. Like, I don't agree with blocking a person, okay? Unless you absolutely have to, because you're so triggered like a bitch, it bothers you. Okay? So just understand that when you get blocked, so just guys understand this, think about what I just said, that if you're so triggered by a person, you will block that person or block your specific person. So if you guys have ever been blocked, think about that could be happening in reverse for you, that they love you so much, they can't stand seeing you with other people, or you having a life, or you looking happy, and so they've blocked you because they can't stand watching it. That's the story you should have if someone's blocked you guys, okay? Especially on social media. Hang on, I'm going down. My now fiance. Oh, your now fiance, baby. That's wonderful. Don't call him SP anymore. Call him your fiance. Wonderful. Goddess laws, how to remove third party if you work with third party. Okay, so it's hard to remove a person who's in your reality, guys. You could just try and ignore them a little bit or accept that they're there. Oh, look at this bitch is still here. Well, she's got nothing to do with me in my reality. She's going to disappear. And imagine her working somewhere else. Imagine someone telling you she's working somewhere else. Imagine her not being there anymore if that's what you really want to do. Manifest that if that's what you really want. Otherwise, accept her and just move on and in your mind be with your specific person. Possible topic, if you see SP and third party every day at work, yes, I talked about that. I feel an overwhelming sense of not giving an F. I love that. Loz, what does it mean, self-concept wise, if your SP is constantly, I saw that one. Hang on, I'm repeating questions. I tell myself I'm beautiful, etc., but I don't know how to truly believe it. Guys, sometimes it's very difficult, especially if you had body dysmorphia or bad thoughts about your looks, etc. You've just got to keep saying it. I've had body dysmorphia my whole life, and I've had to just keep saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it until I believe it. Any tips on how to heal with trauma? Guys, some of you might have trauma for the rest of your fucking lives. Some of you may not be healed. I don't believe in this heal yourself completely from whatever the fuck happened to you. It's just so ridiculous. Sometimes things will trigger you in life. What are you going to just fall apart because you thought you were healed and the next minute, oh my God. Right, so the way you do it, darling, is figuring out what you think about that trauma. What's traumatizing you? Trauma isn't a thing that just occurs by itself. You're having thoughts that are causing traumatic emotions inside you, traumatic thoughts that cause traumatic emotions. So what are the thoughts you're having that are generating that trauma? Figure out those thoughts and change them. That's how to heal it, okay? He said, I'm too childish. What does that say about my self-concept? Well, you feel like you're too childish, or you feel like you're immature, or you feel like you're less than him, or you feel like he's better than you. Where are you getting that from? I can't tell you, darling. Only you know why they're saying that. I keep comparing myself to other women. I don't know what the fuck why was, because something happened in your childhood where you felt not good enough, or you got compared or something. I bought original self-concept course in 2022. Has it been replaced? Yes, it's getting extended. Not replaced, extended. So what will happen is anyone who's already bought the self-concept course at Kick-Ass You, when the extension comes out, you can just purchase the extension. No contact makes me feel like I don't matter. He forgot about me, doesn't care. Well, Selma, then that'll be the reality because that's your assumption. Guys, you've got to understand, if you assume they don't care about you, they literally won't. I know that's really harsh, but this is how this works. So, Selma, you've got to think the opposite. Hi, Georgia. I told my SP to meet me tonight at 7. I'm ready. Do I just go since I know he'll be there? Why are you asking me about 3D shit? How the fuck do I know? I don't know the dynamic between you and your SP and what you arranged and what time and where to meet. And I can ask you about, you can ask me about what to think. What if you're in love with your guy best friend? Would these courses work? He is in a relationship. So that's a third party situation. So he's already in a relationship, but you're in love with him. So you've got to figure out inside of you what in you is causing you to even fall in love with someone who's taken, who's unchoosable in the first place. That's about you, darling, feeling like you aren't good enough for the full-blown relationship, or you pick people that are completely unavailable because it's easier. You don't have to open up and be emotional. They don't have to get to really know you, or it's easier because he's a friend and you're too scared to meet someone new. I don't know what the story is about why you've fallen in love with the friend, but you have to work that out. And then you have to see him and you are together, but change your self-concept first. And yes, all my courses will help with that, especially Worthy as Fuck for Love. I've been feeling really down lately and can't get why SP is not choosing me. He's not choosing you because you've decided he's not choosing you. Guys, if you're feeling down about the 3D reality, you're causing that 3D reality of them not choosing you. What thoughts are you having that's causing them to not choose you? Manifest a job for my partner, but not sure how to manifest one for myself. I don't know what I want to do. Well, just see yourself in a brilliant job, or imagine telling someone you got a brilliant job, Maria, but you don't even know what it is yet. What does it mean if I keep attracting guys in happy relationships? It means you can't possibly see yourself in a proper relationship somewhere. So you literally keep manifesting people who won't choose you because you feel so fucking unchoosable. You'll literally find a guy in a room who's so blissfully happy the way he is, but you're trying to take him away from his person because you can't possibly imagine that someone would choose you all by yourself. Think about that. You just asked me 2 questions and both questions have a story that you're not going to be chosen. And now you're choosing people who are really super happy. Like trying to inflict pain upon yourself. Job-wise, but I know what pay. Well, then decide you're getting that pay and you're in a fabulous job. Screamed my affirmations, I am chosen. I'm sure my subconscious heard me. Oh, good. My pain is so deep, hard to keep going. No, it wasn't my fault, but defo self-sabotage. Guys, a lot of it's self-sabotage. Okay, what are you going to do? Just sit around feeling sorry for yourself and being a victim and sitting in pain? Guys, you can sit in pain all you like, but nothing's going to change. I sat in pain for years, not understanding what I was doing. And then I was the one who had to pull myself out of it. Fab Glitter, you're the only one who can pull yourself out of it. Come to the squad and everyone will help you, okay? Because there's nowhere to live, darling. I love catching you live. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Without makeup, eyelashes, I feel less than I have moments where I feel confident. I think it's fake. So you don't feel good enough without makeup and eyelashes, darling. So start going out in public without it and start being a bit brave and start doing some 3D shit so you feel like you're not going to be judged without it, darling, if you can. And just tell yourself you're beautiful all the time. Have affirmations of your beauty. How to feel more in your body and strong in self after abuse. So, darling, if you've got a situation where you've been abused, you've got to understand that you're not going to beat up on yourself and say, oh my God, it's all my fault. Don't say it was your fault, because that's what your last question said. It's not your fault, but you've got to understand what was the cause. There's a big difference between fault and cause, and a lot of people don't understand this. It's like saying, I'm looking at the ocean out here. Is it the fault of the moon that the waves crash on the beach? No. A tide happens because of the moon. It's not the moon's fault, right? So what was your because of? Why did that happen to you, darling? What thoughts were you having about that person who abused you and about yourself that caused the abuse? And when you understand that and you can start thinking thoughts different about yourself and different about them, you'll feel different in your body and in your mind. I see SP, my ex, and third party every day at work. I get triggered. Why are you asking me again like I didn't see it the 10th time? I love too hard. Well, no, there's no such thing as you love too hard. What are you talking about? You're actually choosing people who don't love you back. Of course you love hard. What does love hard mean? Oh, sorry, we're getting married. I can't love you much. I can only love you kinda. You're confusing what love is. Love is love, right? You really love someone or you kind of half-ass love someone. But loving hard means you fall for someone who you barely know straight out the gate. But why are you doing that? Is it because you've got a thought that you'll never get the love and attention and time and affection from anyone else and this feels so amazing, you never felt love like this before and you do that? Well, that's a problem because that means you didn't get that as a kid and you're trying to seek it out in someone else and you barely fucking know them. Or you're choosing a person who's completely not choosing you and you fall for them, but it's totally unrequited. So figure out why the fuck you're doing that. That's about you. You don't love hard. You're loving wrong. You're either falling too much for a person you barely know or you're falling for a person who doesn't want you. Either way, that's about you, darling, so figure that out. I think my ex thinks I will hurt him, but I've changed now, but he's blocked me. Darling, can I ask you why you want this person back? So this person's abused you, but you want them back, and you think he's afraid you'll hurt him, but you want this person back. Why do you want this person back? Doesn't sound like a very nice situation, but you want this person back, do you? Why? Like, kind of ask yourself that. Some people get shocked that I say these things. Guys, we don't want people back who abuse us. Yes, they can change, but why do you want them? That would be the question. That's about you and your self-concept that needs fucking work. What do I do? He hasn't seen me in person and I'm older than him and fat. Will he reject me? Yes, because you think he will. Darling, it's in your fucking question, the assumption that you think you're too fat and too old and therefore he'll reject you. So he will, because that's your assumption, and you're literally sticky noting him with sticky notes like this. You're going to hate me because I'm fat and old, and then he'll look at you and be like, she's a bit older and fatter than I imagine. Not for me. Because you've put that in his brain. Start telling yourself how beautiful you are. God damn it. How do you remove it to be chosen? Remove what? Remove the third party? Well, guys, a lot of you aren't understanding that the way to remove the third party is to stop keep putting awareness on them. Stop being aware of them. I know it's hard, but it's either that or choose someone else. I'm with my person, no third party, got rid of any third party. This stuff works. Oh, good, Brittany. Reached a point where I'm just exhausted of manifesting marriage with SP. Anyone have advice, please? Because you're doing it wrong. What the fuck are you doing? Manifesting marriage with your SP. I don't know what you're manifesting, but it doesn't sound like you're doing anything I teach you. Are you changing your self-concept or are you manifesting marriage? If you're manifesting marriage, marry me, him and me together. Love me, lovely. If you're doing that, no wonder they haven't fucking married you yet. You haven't changed the thoughts in you that are causing him to not marry you, darling. You haven't done anything I teach you. Please listen. The sleep tape is amazing. Oh, good, darling. SP broke up with me the other day. He said he doesn't know what he wants, but he was so obsessed. Well, what story did you have before that happened subconsciously in your mind that he might break up with you, or no guy could possibly be this obsessed for this long, or this is too good to be true, or. Investigate that and change it. That's why it happened. SP, hang on. How I manifest marriage then. You've got to work on your fucking self-concept that's causing them not to marry you. All the thoughts that are causing you not to be married to them. What third party? Focus on self, exactly. Literally act like they don't exist and focus on you and the new story. Guys, listen. There's two ways you can deal with third parties. If you guys really can't fucking handle them, then go and find another person. Some of you are trying so fucking hard to manifest back a person who's got a third party, but you find it so hard to get rid of that third party in your mind. So you're fucked. But if you can do what Madeline's just said, literally act like they don't exist and focus on you and the news story, what third party Jamie's saying, focus on self. That's exactly what I would tell you to do. But some of you find it very difficult. If you find it too difficult, find someone else. The problem with that is you'll probably manifest a third party with that situation as well, because the whole thing's coming from you. They're reflecting you. I feel unchosen, you will choose another person. Right? Act like they don't exist, the third party. Focus on you and the new story of you and your specific person together. Exactly, Madeline. Exactly, Jamie. Focus on yourself. That's what I teach you with everything, guys. Old SP from 3 years ago watching my IG story yesterday. Oh, wonderful. If we get Birds Will Land out of the blue from exes from 2021 that chose us now, that means SP's next. We'll decide that means SP's next. Guys, if they're choosing you and they're all of a sudden old guys from wherever, absolutely. I mean, manifesting marriage out of nowhere, I don't know anyone. Okay, so to manifest anything out of nowhere, it's not out of nowhere. Everything is from your mind first. It doesn't come out of nowhere, right? Some people say, I was blindsided. No, you weren't. You had subconscious thoughts you haven't uncovered. No one's ever blindsided, okay? So live in your mind as if you're married already. Walk around your house as if you've got a ring on your finger. Imagine you and your person together. Imagine having a lovely time every morning, waking up, cuddling. Imagine falling asleep with them. What would marriage imply for you? Imagine it now. It doesn't matter if you don't even know the person. Loz, is your self-concept course coming back? Thank you. Yes, guys, look, we've been discussing this, what date it might be, and it was meant to come out in like November, and it all got delayed. I really want to make sure this course is exactly what you guys need. I answered a whole heap of questions you guys asked in the squad and in the free group about the course, and I've already made a whole heap of videos about it, but I'm also going to make some extra videos about the fears, because I know a lot of you were asking about those in particular, but we'll go into great depth about those in the boot camp. But the course will probably be, the extension will probably be out in a few weeks. Give me a few weeks. I know I keep saying that, but I want to make sure this is as extended as it can possibly be for you guys without it being overwhelming, okay? The boot camp will be a lot more overwhelming and full on and everyday tasks, okay? I want SP and his cousin. Oh, wow. Okay, well, have that, darling. It's wonderful. It really helped me. Oh, good, darling. Thank you. My course, the kick ass you. Wonderful. Thank you. I'll apply this every day. Good. How to stop seeing signs and get what I want. You're manifesting the signs. What do you mean seeing the signs? You're just acknowledging things as signs, darling. If you want to stop seeing signs, stop looking at shit and saying it's a fucking sign. That blue butterfly means, no, it doesn't mean. You've decided a blue butterfly that means absolutely fucking nothing, Sarah, means something. You've decided because you've seen your SP's name, John, on a number plate, it means something. No, darling, you just saw a number plate that said fucking John. It doesn't mean fucking anything, Sarah. Stop assigning meaning to shit you're seeing because you desperately are clinging to signs. So don't ask me how to stop seeing it. Stop assigning meaning. You're the one making it mean something. What if I liked him and he friend-zoned me and then got a girlfriend? Well, this is what I'm talking about in this video. So go and watch this back on YouTube, darling. It'll be about getting rid of a third party or how to deal with third parties. We'll call it how to deal with third parties, okay? If we don't feel beautiful and compare with others, is it enough to confirm I'm more than enough? Yes, darling, you can confirm that, but also uncover what inside you doesn't feel good enough. Like, is it your eyes? Is it your body? Is it your skin? What is it about yourself? And start saying lovely things about those things, the opposite of what you actually think. Is Sasha here? Where is she? No, is she really? I can't see her. It was her birthday. Are you telling me Sasha's here? In LA? Sash! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sasha. Happy birthday to you. Yay! 33 today, or 33 on the weekend. So guys, it was Sasha's birthday on the weekend and she's in LA celebrating. Hooray! Happy birthday. Ah. Yay. Happy birthday, Sash. Yes. Such a happy birthday. Yes. Everyone's sending gifts for Sash. Happy birthday. Yes. Are you having a nice time, darling, over there? Manifesting for my sister to become tidier person. She's slowly but surely cleaning up better. Oh, good, darling. Well, stop saying she's untidy. Is that why living in the end is so effective? Because you see yourself and them in a favourable scenario. Yes. So, guys, if there is a third party, go right to the end of seeing you and your person together. And if you can banish that bitch from your mind, do it. But some of you find it very difficult. But if you can, please go to the end. Yes, that's why. What is this? Guard. It's giving me a whole lot of gift things at the top of my screen. It's really weird. Nearly got run over. Oh, no, Sash. You're all right. You've looked the wrong way. I've done that in foreign countries. You look the wrong way and then the car comes and you're, oh my God. Stepped out in the traffic a few times doing that in other countries. Is the original self-concept course I bought in 2022? Yes, it'll be available on my website soon, but it will be the extended version, not the original version. Okay, it's not available at the moment because it's getting extended. But what if I was the toxic one? Well, stop saying you are. Will your self-love stop my manifestation? I'm working to be better. Will your self-love stop my manifestation? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Will self-love? I don't talk about self-love. You're changing your concept of self, meaning you change the concept you hold of yourself that you're a toxic person who's done toxic shit and fucked everything up. You stop saying that. And then you decide it's worked out and it's all fixed. We got lost in Hollywood. Oh, did you? Oh, you're probably walking, were you? That'd be hard. Constantly walking everywhere. We were stuck in cars. You probably saw a lot more of LA, Sash, than I've ever seen because I spent the entire time in LA inside of a car. Probably seen heaps more than me. Like the little girl in me was begging to be loved. What's this? Well, that's what a lot of you do. Yes, Loz, what if I acted like a triggered bee when broke up and I begged him not to leave? It makes me sad. Guys, look, if you've done that, it doesn't matter. Just go back to that scene in your mind and revise it and imagine you didn't do that. Or imagine you did do it because you can't get it out of your mind. And imagine they don't care and they loved it and they love that you love them so much. And don't put yourself down about it. Can't wait for the extended version. Oh, good, darling. SB says you can't forget the past. How to change that? You've got a story that they can't forget the past. You've got a story that they're hung up on the past, Tara. So until such time as you get rid of that, don't get rid of that, they'll be hung up on it. Because you've got a story they're hung up on it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming out of their mouth. Or you've got a story you've done something wrong in the past. So change that. What is my self-concept issue? Being in no contact for years. No third party, just affirming self-concept and that we are happy together. Well, guys, if you've been in no contact for years, you've got a real story they don't want to talk to you. Right? So what story are you holding that they don't want to see you, talk to you, be with you? Change those stories. Go and do back and begging, darling. If we broke up and revised, do you suggest acting as if we didn't on a day-to-day, like we have internal convos? Not acting as if out loud, like walking around your office holding their hand and they fucking can't stand your guts. And you're like, this is my boyfriend. Not as if out loud. Not putting a wedding dress on and walking around your house. No. But acting as if in your mind, like having inner conversations, yes. In your mind, darling. Everything happens in your mind. So it's not really acting as if. Acting as if is some bullshit law of attraction thing where you do shit out loud in the 3D. That's really weird. We don't do that. We do it in our mind. What is Sarah telling me? FYI, Mentor Monday in 5. Oh, Mentor Monday in 5. So, guys, I'm going to go because Mentor Monday is starting in 5 minutes in the squad at 9:30 EST. It is our mentors, Dylan, Star Moon, and Kat, going live to discuss this week's topics in the Q&A forum inside the Subconscious Loz Squad. So come and join now, either $35 a month for the year, the yearly fee, $420, or $50 a month for the monthly fee. You'll get Manifest Your Dream Year if you join for the year before the 5th of March. And you'll come and join the Love Challenge that's on right now. You'll get to watch Mentor Monday on right now. Just go to my website, subconsciousloz.com, or the link tree. Click anything that goes towards the squad. Sign up to your squad membership. Follow the prompts to come and join. Request to join the Facebook group. You can have any name you want, but you have to give us your email and name that you paid with, and we'll enter you in time to watch Mentor Monday. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.